Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Todd Talk. Because when Todd talks, people listen. Hopefully. All right, so Hulk versus Doomsday. Uh, it was a very good battle. I mean, if we're being honest, just I was right. I was right. That makes me 3 in a row. Oh yeah, I am back in the win column, baby. No, I am back in the win column threefold, and I might just be able to pull out this season with a either positive or tying record because I had that downslope for a while, but now I'm back up on the rise. Let's do this thing. So yeah, I picked Doomsday. If you got to see my last episode, and I was right. Now, I will note that much like my prediction, apparently Screw Attack, Death Battle had just as much trouble picking out Doomsday vs. Hulk, as you saw, and even in their special podcast, they said that they were having a really hard time. Like this was the actual closest battle uh, pick that they've ever had to do. And I mean, they noted like Knuckles versus Donkey Kong before, and obviously Link versus Cloud. But those were about different things. This was by far their closest match ever, and that was pretty cool. The battle itself was actually pretty cool. I have no idea which model of Doomsday had a ponytail braid, but that's not for me to decide. Uh, Hulk was Hulk, I wish he was a little less chatty, but whatever. Uh, but the battle itself was actually pretty cool. It definitely has one of my favorite lines from Death Battle ever with "You break buildings good, but Hulk break worlds." That was really cool. That was a really nice moment, and it was funny because I picked Doomsday not even knowing about World Breaker Hulk. I honestly didn't find that in my research, which isn't surprising because it's like his super ultimate. I only use it rarely form, so that wasn't too bad. Um, but that might have swayed me, so I'm actually kind of glad I didn't do that. But I was right. And sorry, it's still early morning when I recorded this. What I love about this battle, and that's just for me, and I'm sure I'm going to sound like Wiz here. I loved the science. I love science now. Half of what to me, Death Battle is three things. It's matchups, it's the matches, and it's the match breakdown. Okay? And in my opinion, the match breakdown is the most important part because you can have any matchup and make it good. You can make the match itself incredibly visual and incredibly eye pleasing, you know, and it's fine, but it doesn't really matter. But what matters is the breakdown, because if you don't make it believable on the breakdown, you get controversy like Goku versus Superman or Tracer Scout, Hawkeye Green Arrow, stuff like that. But for me, this was my favorite match breakdown. And for the record, my previous highest standard was the Pokemon Triple Threat, because in that one they literally broke it down into math. All the Pokemon attacks. They even said themselves that they ran the battle over 7,000 times to ensure that they were absolutely accurate with the Pokemon Triple Threat. And with this one, they went as far as they could go into the lore to figure out who went between Hulk and Doomsday, because this was, as they noted, the irresistible force versus the immovable object. And both of these guys have fought beaten gods, essentially. And one is essentially immortal, one is essentially infinitely powerful. So where do you draw the line? Where do you not kill each other in a double KO, which they could have totally done? It might not have been enraging the fans, but they went deep and they found out about how Hulk's healing factor is not infinite, much like Wolverine's, which was a very good reference point, and that certain attacks will drain his healing factor, um, and will essentially make him stop being angry. I loved that line of the line of thought about the adrenaline and how Hulk is human. It's still inside. He's just a giant green person, for lack of a better term, where Doomsday has no internal organs. He doesn't need to breathe. He doesn't even have a brain, which makes me wonder how Bertrand got him to talk and walk and stuff, but whatever. And Bertrand, really? Bertrand. What kind of name is that? Um so that was always in Doomsday's favor. And then my personal favorite, which is again going back to my prediction, he talked about how Doomsday's fought Superman, he's fought Darkseid, he's been apparently curb stomped by Kryptonians and got back up, he's been blasted by energy that could wipe out thousands of planets, and he's beaten Superman twice, technically. I mean, and I noted that Doomsday, in my opinion, had faced better opponents than Hulk, and I was right. And I didn't even incorporate, Flash, and even though I did say he beat the Justice League, like I didn't think about, how he's not, I mean, not as fast as Flash, but dealing with the Flash, whereas Hulk at best deals with Quicksilver or Sentry. And so, when it comes down to it, it made total sense that Doomsday would win. If for no other reason than because of the whole maximum potential, which they emphasize, which is why we got Worldbreaker Hulk. At his max potential, Doomsday has fought and lost to Superman, Kryptonians, Justice League, was it Imperiex, Radiant, almost lost to Darkseid. He's been killed so many different ways that he's adapted to them. And so Hulk didn't have the arsenal to kill him because Hulk smash, and that's all Hulk does. And so how can you beat a guy to death when the guy can't get beaten to death? Guess you can't. I was right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely would rank Hulk versus Doomsday as one of the better matchups in Season 3. Very fun matchup, and I hope that everyone accepts the outcome. I know that a lot of people are probably mad that Hulk lost because he's the Hulk, but everyone's got to meet their Doomsday. Oh! So, now we look to the future, and another very interesting matchup, and I apologize if I say this name wrong. We have Roru Noah Zoro from One Piece versus Ezra Scarlet from Fairy Tail. And in the words of the immortal Peter Griffith, I have no idea who these people are. Yeah, I have no idea who these people are. I know Fairy Tail, and I do know One Piece. I do not watch either. Sorry. But based on what a friend told me, this is going to be a battle of the epic swordsmen, which is cool because we had a Guts Nightmare last season, so that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, I've from the Twitter comments, I have read, this is going to be kind of interesting. This is going to be lit apparently, or one of these two is going to get their butts handed to them. I don't know. So obviously I will watch the previews. I will do my own research, and I will see who is going to win in this battle of the swordsmen and swordswomen. So, with that, I will end this 30th episode of Todd Talk. Thank you for watching me for 30 episodes. If you've watched me for 30 episodes, be sure to let me know what you thought of Hulk versus Doomsday and what you are expecting from Zoro versus Scarlet. And just stay tuned. I may be doing some special videos soon that are not Death Battle related. I know you don't want to watch that, but I'm going to do them anyway because I feel it needs to be said. So, with that, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I know you were listening, and I will see you around.